Wisdom of the day. Take a breath, smile, and pay attention to details. It feels like it's very important to do so. It's one of the ways our intuition is talking to us through little details. And what I mean by that, when you look at something or you're considering, I don't know, a deal, a relationship, a book, a trip, look at the details and pay attention to all the information that you're getting. I will give you an example that brought me to this wisdom, so to say, and prompted me to share it with you. I started listening to a book that I heard about, that a couple of friends recommended because it had a very deep impact on them. And it's an esoteric spiritual book about our reality, how it works. And as some of you know, I love this stuff more than I like romance or no kind of fiction and Netflix. So I downloaded it, it was on Spotify, and I started listening to that. And although all the content and words and concepts were lovely and didn't contradict kind of my knowledge or the knowledge that I believe to be resonating with me, I didn't like the background music. And this kind of the musical arrangement that was behind the voice in the background has irritated me enormously. And kind of the first couple of chapters I tried to convince myself or kind of listen over it. And then today I felt like my ears started hurting. And then I realized kind of I don't need to do this to myself anymore. I don't have to compromise in a sense. And if I don't like something about the book, for example, then it's a reason for me to stop. And if an author decided to go for this musical arrangement that I feel absolutely misfitting, and kind of vibrating not on the high frequency that I would like the book and the concept to vibrate with, then there's something off. And I trusted myself that if it feels off for me, then it is off, and I don't need to wait for the proof. So that's an explanation to what I meant. Pay attention to details. It might be a small detail, but if it disturbs you, take it as information, act on that. And as always with intuition, don't wait for the proof. If it's a lot at stake, because it might be too late when you know, okay, that wasn't the right way, and check with yourself. Yeah, and again, take a breath. See whether something comes up and something was off. Or it could be that there was a detail that you liked very much, that gave you a hint, a hunch that it could be the way to go. Take it also into consideration. That is how our intuition works. The small details. Be like a researcher, as you would look at numbers if you're a numbers person. Look at all these hints and the details. As they say, the devil is in the details, and sometimes it is. So look at that. Look at the whole picture, and don't try to convince yourself that it's just something you're making up, or you can live with it. It's not a big deal. It is. And there are two things. It's not a time for compromise in a sense. There is a huge variety of books, resources, whatever we have. Then if it doesn't resonate, with your system, let it go and something else will come. And another thing, by some kind of essential things, for me it was like the book, whatever I put in my mind, I wanted to resonate. It was kind of very important. And I think it's essential what we feed our brains, our hearts, our minds, and our bodies. And it's a little bit like this, in this time, we're in a very intense journey. And it's like going into, well, going on an expedition. Everything needs to fit. You cannot have any additional baggage that doesn't serve. You have to be very, very selective what you allow into your space. And if your intuition gave you a hint that it's not a perfect fit, then let it go. Okay, it became a very lengthy video for my standards, but I hope you enjoyed it or not. Have a wonderful day and a lovely week, and pay attention to details. Please do. And if you have any comments or any questions about intuition, how it works, leave a comment below, send me a question.